I'm Roland Hamilton, and I'm the SVP of Licensing for Jukin Media and Trusted Media Brands. And I'm going to start out today with taking you through a brief presentation, which will give you an idea of what we do as a company, how we focus on user-generated content, how UGC is kind of a growing force in our industry, and how creatives are monetizing their content with companies like Jukin, and how UGC relates to areas like entertainment photography and videography. So without further ado, okay, so we are Jukin Media. As I mentioned, Jukin Media started in LA with our founder, John, who really worked in the entertainment industry. He was working on a lot of shows like World's Funniest Home Videos, and noticed that a lot of the content that was produced by real people and featuring real moments was some of the things that resonated the most in some of those shows. We started servicing the entertainment industry and television shows, but we've since branched out to work with other sources like entertainment, talk shows, and also advertising partners. Especially during the pandemic, you saw that advertisers wanted to show real moments and poignant moments, not only of things that were exciting that were happening on social media, but real moments between people. And that's one of the things that is sort of a hallmark of user-generated content, is that authenticity. And that really resonates with brands, and they're able to tell stories in a really meaningful way using our content and licensing our content. And then the third bucket over here is news. A lot of our partners in news really use our content for breaking stories. A lot of the stories that you've seen of soldiers coming home, for example, that tell those heartwarming stories, those are generated through Jukin Media and through the type of content that we feature. The part of the business that I represent is our licensing and clearance, but we monetize the content in other ways as well. But there's a couple ways that we monetize the content. One is that we have an owned and operated library of 70,000 clips, but we also license videos that are sort of out in the wild. We have a very extensive legal department that goes out and finds kind of the best UGC on the web and brings them to our partners. And as I alluded to, we also have a custom research and rights and clearances. So if the assets aren't in our library and aren't featured on our owned and operated channels like Fail Army, Pet Collective, People Are Awesome, and Weather Spy, we can go out and get the rights that our clients need, whether that's for a television show, for editorial use, or also for advertising.
All those rookies waiting for that call tonight. I got a little piece of advice for you. Don't let anybody tell you that looks don't matter in this game. Because baby, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, oh, you prime time good.
Bell draft, first round pick, Deion Sanders.
Gillette, baby, the best a man can get.
So that's a good example of us taking already existing content out there and having the rights for that and helping that for a Gillette commercial, for example.
Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Our house, it has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our house, in the middle of our street. Our house, in the middle of our street.
So that's another example of how we are able to take, these heartwarming moments and help our advertisers tell stories. And really, the marketplace that we've created here with Jukin Media, where there wasn't one before, has two sides to it. There's the folks that my team sells to, and then the content creators. And we played over $32 million out in royalties to video creators for licensing and syndication. We also monetize through online monetization through our channels on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media. And then the rights management that I had mentioned.